Hey everyone, welcome back to MangaPursuit, and this week we're doing the battle of the genres. Shonen versus shoujo versus seinen. Announcer voice is epic. Yeah, I'm really tired. I don't know what the hell I just did. So, the genres. Okay. Now, there are 4 genres, but 3 main ones that everyone kind of compares. And they're all based on demographic, which I think I talked about a few weeks ago when we talked about shonen versus shoujo, so I won't really go into too much detail about that, because I'm pretty sure everyone knows the demographics of the genres. But I guess we'll start with the most popular one. Alright, so shonen, or maybe you might not, you can argue that it's not the most popular, but I just think it seems to me like it's most popular. But anyway, shonen to me is a really good series, or good genre. I'm so tired. But to me it does have some flaws. Well, then again, most genres have flaws. I mean, all genres, but the most flaw with shonen is it kind of tends to repeat the same storyline. In a lot of cases, not in all. Okay, so just in a lot of cases. But then again, some people are kind of blinded by the 3 main shonens, and they don't really give other shonens a chance that are really good. I'm not saying that the 3 main shonens aren't good, by the way. I'm just saying that there are other series out there, and there's a lot of different subgenres too. So this is kind of a hard topic, and I'm really rambling, aren't I? Get to the point! Where am I? Oh my god, I'm so confused. To me, shonen is good, but like most genres, it just follows the same storyline over and over again. But that's a matter of opinion. There are some storylines that are really interesting and more complex in shonen series. Some shonen series. So I don't know what to say about it. I mean, it's a good genre, but it just. So that was pretty much fail. Okay. So shonen, you have the main character who wants to accomplish a goal, and he'll do anything in his power to accomplish it, become stronger, and conquer the goal. You have a main female protagonist as well, who is the love interest that will never happen. Sometimes you have the mentor, of course, because these are all archetypes. Mentor who teaches the said main character to become stronger and to conquer the said goal. And then you have the bad guy trying to stop him. Now there are exceptions to this, of course, but that's just kind of the main plot line that shonens tend to follow. And of course there are some exceptions, I know that. Just as a general idea, that's kind of the basic plot. Now let's move on to shoujo. And this one I have a little bit more to talk about, and I think I got my head straight this time so I can actually talk about it. So with shoujo, it also tends to follow along a really similar storyline. You have the main girl who is shy and young and in school and really awkward at times, and she of course falls in love with the most cutest, hottest, popular guy in school, or at least one of them. And it doesn't really have to take place in a school. That's just an example. And basically they either get together or they don't. Crazy antics ensue, and that's about it. But again, there are some exceptions, and I actually have examples this time. Now you have some series that kind of have all 3 of the genres in one, or have elements of both shonen and shoujo. For example, Inuyasha, Odaman, Dmfriend, and Samurai Deper. Samurai Deper, I'm not really sure what genre to put this under because it has action, suspense, blood and gore, fan service, and romance, so I guess you can consider this kind of more a shonen, but it also has elements from shoujo and seinen. Dmfriend is primarily a romance, a shoujo, but then it also has some scenes of action and comedy and fantasy that you can argue as a shonen, but I mostly call this a shoujo. Odaman I would call more a shoujo than a shonen, but then again, the main character fights a lot, so I call it more shoujo, but it does have some elements of shonen because the main character does like to fight, or he's a black belt or something like that. I haven't read in a while, but he knows karate or taekwondo or whatever, and he tries to be really manly when he's actually not very manly at all. And then Inuyasha, which again has elements from both romance and action because of the romance between Inuyasha and Kagome, romance between Moroku and Sango, and of course the overall action throughout and the fantasy elements as well. So I really don't want to call Inuyasha and The Angel and Samurai for Kyo shonen or seinen because they kind of fit both. And shoujo also, I forgot to mention shoujo. But my favorite genre is seinen. Why, you may ask? Because for me, the plots and the stories are more complex and interesting. And I also think that the characters are more well developed in the seinen manga, but they are still developed in the other genres. I'm not saying they aren't, I'm just saying they're just a little bit more developed in the seinen mangas. So to kind of wrap it up, my favorite genre is seinen, but I do like both shonen and shoujo. I think they're both great genres. I just prefer seinen over both of them. So that was my video this week. I hope you all enjoyed it. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys next week.